part 3, which is technically part 2 beta. Now, as I said, throughout history, for the most part, and I ain't talking about history when motherfuckers was just raping women because they ain't had nothing better to do. I'm talking about when women started being able to make decisions for themselves and do the damn things they need to do. You women, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, I'm just telling y'all the goddamn truth. You choose who the hell you gonna have a baby by. Unless you are a rape victim, you choose that shit. And then y'all get mad when the motherfucker that you supposedly chose because you thought you knew them very well don't want to do the daddy duties. They don't want to change diapers. They don't want to take the babies on the weekends that you gotta work. And if they're living with you, they ain't got no choice because y'all married. You know, that's a whole different ball of wax there. But if something goes wrong and the relationship doesn't work out, and this motherfucker don't want nothing to do with you and barely has anything to do with the children, oh, they look too much like her, they remind me of her and all the hateful things she done. Well, guess what? You didn't hate her when you were fucking her. And if you did, y'all did some serious hate fucking if you made a baby. But yeah, you women, y'all were the first one to say, I don't want to be treated like a bitch. I don't want to be treated like a dog. I'm nobody's fucking whore. I'm not a slut. But yet y'all make these decisions and then you get mad when that shit don't play that Cinderella fucking story. Because instead of marrying a fucking prince or a frog that turns into a prince, y'all marry these motherfuckers that's got bad reputations. Y'all marry these motherfuckers because they dick game might be great. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having great fucking sex. But sex has consequences. It has real, honest, truly to God life consequences. And you have to realize this shit before you have that asshole's baby dick. If y'all together for 2 years and it's good, that don't mean it's gonna be great when y'all have a baby. Y'all need to discuss that shit before a baby pop out. But y'all don't do that. Y'all just drop that baby. Surprise, motherfucker, I'm pregnant. First damn thing you do. Surprise, I'm pregnant. And then you get surprised when that motherfucking asshat walks away. Why? Because that's what y'all do. And then you bump into a guy who's been through a lot, knows how to treat a woman. He's been through the ringer, back and forth, hurt by women. And then, you know, he really doesn't want an already made family, but he falls in love with you, so he steps up and does what he needs to do. But y'all much rather have that asshole that got you knocked up in the first place than a decent man. Then y'all get into your 40s where it's probably not likely you're going to be able to give a decent man a baby. And then he wants a baby by you, but you can't produce because you've already fucked up and you fucked out. You know, you got 3 kids by some asshole. He loves you, he loves your kids. Everything's almost perfect. But all he wants from you is one baby that you can't deliver. And why is that? Too busy doing dumb shit with motherfuckers who don't want to be daddies. Before you commit to having a baby with anybody, before you commit to having a relationship with a thug, you might want to ask, what's their baby plans? You need to ask them, yo, if I get pregnant, are you going to be with me or are you going to walk away? The minute that motherfucker says, I don't know, that's your answer. That means you don't have a baby with a man who says, I don't know. Now, if you have a baby with a man who says, I don't know, and you treat him well and he stays and he becomes a man, that's a whole different ballgame. It's a fantasy. Sometimes you get lucky. Most of the time, not so much. But you women, yes you, not us, you pick these motherfucking assholes. You pick these thugs, these gangsters, these bitch motherfuckers that don't want to do daddy stuff. Every now and again, you will find a decent fucking man if you look for him, if you take your time. Now, I ain't saying go fuck everybody until you find the one man that you can fucking get pregnant by and he's gonna be there for life. Because bad reputations follow you everywhere you go. Trust me on that. I'm telling you to slow it down. Date a decent man who wants to be a man. Date a man who wants to be a daddy. Date a man who's going to be a decent damn daddy that's going to be there. Even when y'all break up, this motherfucker's going to step up. You understand? Because if you don't, all you're doing are creating more fucking problems. More kids with more emotional problems and emotional baggage because mommy and daddy lied. Mommy and daddy ain't together. Nothing is perfect. And we need to teach our kids that. So now, let me jump on you men. And you fathers. And you lucky, blessed motherfuckers that have children and refuse to be in their lives and do the right fucking thing. You're the reason why men who get more pussy than I ever will in life, knock up more bitches than I ever will in life, are this way. Because you're not in your children's lives. Whether you have a daughter or a son, you're not teaching them that they're worth something. So what do? Oh, yeah, I had a daughter. Fuck her, I don't give a shit. I'm gone. And that's exactly why when she has a child, she doesn't give a shit who's it with. She wants to have a baby because she thinks the baby's going to love her unconditionally. But if you don't treat the baby properly, it's not going to love her at all. And then she'll hate the baby because she'll remember that the baby looks just like his or her father. And then their heads will butt. And where are we? In that same vicious cycle that never ends until you end the cycle. So first and foremost, men, be there for your daughters to make sure you raise their ass right, and be there for your sons. You raise them fair. Now, if your daughter's gonna have sex, you're not gonna be able to stop it. So you might as well tell her, I can't stop you from having sex, but I'm gonna make damn sure your ass is prepared. I don't want you pregnant at 18. I don't give a fuck what that man tells you. You wrap that nigga dick up. Simple as that. And you tell your son, I don't want you to be a daddy before you have your own job and your own shit established. So you wrap that shit up. You give both your kids condoms. And you can't give your son birth control pills because we don't know what the fuck that shit will do to him. But you can get your daughter on birth control. Nothing's 100% effective. Nothing. But it's a start. But you don't treat your daughter any less than you treat your son. You don't say, hey, daddy, I don't want you to go out and get a lot of dick because I don't want you getting pregnant before your time. So you better tell your son, hey, Don, I don't want you to go out and get a lot of pussy without a condom because I don't need you bringing babies home to me. So whatever you're going to tell your son, you better tell your daughter. Whatever you're going to tell your daughter, you better tell your son. It has to be a fair and level playing field. Because if you don't, your son going to be a daddy before he's 14. And you know who's going to have to pick up the tab on that? Your dumbass. Because nobody gives a 14-year-old a job outside of cutting the fucking grass. Ain't a whole lot of money in cutting grass until you're a grown-ass man and you're a groundskeeper. They don't hire groundkeepers at 14 years old. And with women, it ain't much better. You can't work at 14 when you're a kid. You can work at 15 and 9 months or 15 and 6 months, depending on the state mandate. But most of the time, it's hard as hell to get a job. And then you want your kid to stay in school so they can have an education, because education is the best fucking thing that anybody can ever have. You need to know how to read to succeed. It's just that damn simple. You got to be somewhat educated. You ain't got to be a motherfucking genius, but you can come pretty goddamn close with a good education. So, for you women who only want to date thug niggas and have their babies, which is a majority of you, not the minority, but the majority, because you weren't raised properly, and you can't help who you fall in love with. But again, you don't have to be stupid about it. And like I would tell my daughter if I had one, honey, I can't stop you from having sex. And the second that my daughter turns like 7 or 8, because I don't know when sex education starts. It's just they're taking cursive writing out of school. God only knows what the fuck they're teaching the kids. As soon as my kid gets between 8 and 10, and it's a girl, meet her and her mama. We better sit down. We gonna have this motherfucking talk about her having sex. Period. Then I'm gonna leave the room. Because her mama's gonna have to explain all the things about PMS and ovaries and shit that I don't have in my body, so I can't explain the shit to her. I can't look her in the face and tell her I know what the fuck happens when a woman gets on her cycle. That's a fucking lie. I don't know about this shit. I got 5 sisters. I have never asked them personally, how does that feel on the inside when that little egg on your ovary travels down to your uterus and travels out of your vagina? That's nasty. I'm not gonna ask none of my siblings that shit. I'm not gonna ask my wife that shit. I know that it happens. I know that she becomes a monster when that happens, and I don't want to be in the fucking room, the house, or the bedroom, because God only knows what she's gonna do to me if I fall asleep. So I'm gonna keep this shit real. 8 years old, we're gonna start talking. You like boys in school? Yeah, Daddy, I do. Okay, look. This is what I want you to do. I want you to focus more on your books than them boys, but I don't want you to not live your life while you focusing on them books. Then I'm gonna do a hell of a lot of praying to the good Lord upstairs keep her ass grounded in books. Now, she's gonna like boys or she's gonna like girls. I'm cool if my daughter's a lesbian, because if I ever divorce her mom, I'm in the house. But anyway, I want to be fair. I don't want to put my daughter above my son if I have a son. I don't want to have him thinking that he's the shit and he can go out and get all the pussy he wants with no consequence. But I don't want my daughter to go out and think that she can't get any dick because of consequence. Now I'm gonna worry more about my daughter. Because as a daughter, as a woman, you women all know this, that each and every one of you women live in fear of being raped. Alright? Well, the men in your lives, we live in fear of you being raped as well. We might not say it, we might not want to let you know it, but we do. I got 5 fucking sisters. If somebody had ever raped one of my sisters and they got back to me, I'm going to prison. That motherfucker ain't never raping nobody else. He not gonna live long enough to rape nobody else. So if I have a daughter or a granddaughter and that motherfucker get raped, this is a warning to any of you motherfuckers that do it. Make peace with God. Make peace with the devil. Make peace with her. Because the last thing you see before you meet God will be me snatching your eyes out your fucking head or snatching your dick off your body and ramming it up your ass. And I'm deadly serious when I say that shit. You know, rape is the worst crime ever. I don't give a fuck. You know, murder really ain't that bad. And I ain't saying that because they told me in infantry that we basically are legal murderers. They didn't tell me that. But basically, in a long-term shell, that's my job. As an infantry soldier, that was my job. I'm supposed to shoot people. Do I want to shoot people? Fuck no. I can't shoot my way out of a wet paper bag. I can fight, though. But I can shoot a bow and arrow pretty damn good. They're not allowed in combat anymore. But I will tell you this. In real life, I can still use that recurve. And I can fuck a motherfucker up. So I'm going to put it to you in honest terms. No, by no small means. I have a daughter. Whatever asshole out there rapes or attempts or thinks of raping her, may God have mercy on your soul. Because the good Lord forgives. And that I ain't going to forgive you from. I'll probably go to hell for not forgiving you for raping my daughter. So fucking be it. I'll fuck the devil up too. See, rape is an invention of man against women. I don't know who started the first rape. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if he's in hell or not, but it's probably where he should be. But everyone who has never raped someone and been accused of it and have done time for that shit ain't cool. So, women, if you're gonna lie about rape, you should be punished. Men, if you're gonna rape people, you should be punished. But y'all should never see freedom again. Not the woman, not the man. Because that's how innocent lives are destroyed. So like I said, you women, you make the choices. Some of them hard, some of them easy. But I'm going to tell you right now, the more of you that keep going after these thug motherfuckers and losing your lives or picking the wrong man to have babies with, that's kind of on you. It really is. I'm not blaming you. I'm slapping you in the face with the hardcore fucking truth. It's up to a woman to bring a baby into this world. It ain't a man's choice. Because I can tell you, most men that you have sex with will be the first to tell you, no, I don't want any children. Or what they're secretly saying is, I do want children, I just don't want them with you. So, the only way you can really learn this lesson is if he has a child with someone else. See how the difference is between how he treats that child with her and how he treats that child with you. Now, if he treats them both equally, he's a good man. But if he treats your child like shit and treats the child with the woman that he really wanted to have a baby with like she's gold, you fucked up. You had a baby with this asshole, and he's fucking you and your child out of their life. So you women need to make better procreation choices. You women need to stop going after all these thug motherfuckers who ain't got nothing going on for them except for a life of violence, which if their violence bleed into your life, guess what? You won't see it coming until it's too fucking late. And once that happens, 86. So you might not like the 3 videos that I just put up, or that I just made. The 2 prior to this, because it's like the 3rd part of a 2nd video. Let me put it to you this way. Do your research. Go ask some chicks on the block that's struggling with their baby daddies. If you got people in your family that's struggling with their baby daddies, ask your family members if they could do it all over again, but have their kids with someone else. Someone who really wanted to actually have kids with them. Would they do it? Guarantee you, they would say yes. Because your kids ain't a mistake. The asshole that you fathered them with is the mistake. And until you ladies learn to stop going after He-Man. I'ma shoot every nigger on the block, motherfuckers. I smoke weed. My dick game is great. My tongue game is better. Until you stop fucking with motherfuckers that don't want to have babies with you, but you keep deciding, yeah, I'm gonna get pregnant by this nigger so I can keep him, just because his dick game's wrong. Hey, look, you ain't got to keep him to keep fucking until you find someone that you actually give a flying fuck about. Stop having babies with thugs. Stop picking thugs. Stop being, I support my man because he's a thug. He ain't got no future, but he's got good drug money. And I'm using it to buy this new Maserati or this Jaguar or this car or this house because he's doing drugs, but nobody knows it but me. Oh, I'm also dating an NBA player. Stop being gold diggers. Stop picking the wrong men. Stop raising our children wrongly. And then we'll be all fine. Raise your girls to think that their body is their temple and that they're worth something and raise them to find a man. Don't raise them to find some thug motherfucker. Yeah, he might have a good dick game. He might have a great tongue game. But is he a man? Is he a fucking man? Is he going to man up when you're knocked the fuck up? Is he going to man up when y'all break up? Is he still going to be that same man that took care of the baby while I was in the hospital? Is he going to be that man through rain, sleet, snow, and bad weather and beyond? From space to Earth to the moon, is he going to come and do his fucking job as a daddy? I can't pick our kids up. Okay, I'm on it. Is he going to do that? Or are you going to be stuck like some of my siblings, making your brothers or your mothers take time out of their lives to do what your man or you as the man should be doing? So you as the woman, here's my final piece of advice. The only piece of advice that I can give you. Let me hit you with the fucking truth. One more time, let me make you understand the palm of my hand. Stop going after men who aren't, one, looking to better themselves, two, ain't doing nothing with their lives but sitting there, smoking weed, doing drugs, not trying to find some kind of job to put money and food in your kids' table and on their backs. Stop going after these guys. Because, they're not going to tell you away. Because as a man, I'm going to tell you straight. I ain't never met a man that was straight that threw away a guaranteed shot of ass. I'm sorry for putting it that way. Would you rather me say pussy? Let me do it that way then. As a man, I have never met a man that is guaranteed that you tell me you're going to give me pussy, that I'm going to walk away from that. Now, if I'm in a relationship, I shouldn't be doing that. And most of us try to resist that urge, but most of us can't. So like I said, I ain't met too many men that walk away from a guaranteed shot of pussy. I'm James Williams Sr., and this, if offended you, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Because I'm sorry that I had to put it this way. I'm not sorry that I made the video. Be seeing you.